Get civilized with culture in Sid Meier's Civilization 6. Culture is one of the major resources in civilization. Culture is used to unlock new civics through the civics tree. This provides you with new governments, social policies, cultural buildings, and diplomatic advances. The more culture you produce, the faster those civics unlock. Initially, culture is generated by your palace and by building a monument. You can also get culture from certain resources, natural wonders, and the theater district. Inspirations are boosts to specific civics, and you earn them through different things you do in the game. You don't need an inspiration to complete a civic, but they can speed your cultural progress. For example, founding a religion automatically completes half of the theology civic, which helps you generate faith and build temples. Discovering city-states boosts political philosophy, which allows you to change to your first new governments. A government is the way you rule your people. Each one will have built-in bonuses and allows you to customize it further through the policies unlocked by civics. Military policies focus on improving your forces by making units easier to build, cheaper to maintain, or more effective in certain situations. Economic policies mainly focus on improving how you generate and use resources. Diplomatic policies focus on city-state relations and spies. Finally, wildcard policies can be any policy from any other type, or special policies that generate great people points. Be aware that changing policies and governments are free on the turn when a new civic is unlocked, but will cost you gold on other turns. The theater district is the best way to generate culture. Build theaters next to other districts and wonders to get the highest adjacency bonuses. Amphitheaters, museums, and broadcast towers in your theater district will further increase their cultural output and allow you to assign your population to this tile. Great writers, artists, and musicians are all legendary people your civilization can earn. These people produce great works, which you can place in great work slots in your theater district to generate culture and tourism. Archaeologists also produce great works in the form of artifacts. You can trade great works with other civs as a diplomatic option. You can even get a bonus if you display works of the same type from different artists in an art museum, or artifacts from the same era from different civs in the Archaeological Museum. Tourism leads to the culture victory in Civilization 6. There are two types of tourists, domestic and visiting. Domestic tourists are created from the total amount of culture your civilization has generated, and visiting tourists come from other civs. You win a culture victory when there are more visiting tourists to your civ than any rival civ has tourists at home. You will be able to attract visiting tourists to certain tiles, like wonders, theater districts with great works, national parks, and seaside resorts. National parks can be built with a naturalist unit on a natural wonder, while seaside resorts can be built by builders on a coast tile with an appeal of 4 or higher. Certain other factors also affect tourism. Tourists flock to relics and holy cities, but only if they share a religion with them. But this becomes less effective after their civ reaches the Enlightenment civic. The Cristo Redentor Wonder gives more tourism for seaside resorts and makes your relics and holy sites more effective after the Enlightenment. Tourism for art and artifacts is doubled if the heritage tourism policy is in place, and music is tripled for the satellite broadcasts policy. Finally, all tourism is doubled once the computer's technology has been researched. Can your civilization be the shining standard of sophistication? Get civilized with Sid Meier's Civilization 6.